Ross Chastain is out of the Junior Motorsports number 9 car from Martinsville. But wait, before you think Dale Jr. just fired the most aggressive driver in the field after a chaotic Darlington weekend, you need to hear the actual truth. Because while the headlines say replacement, the entry list shows Ross isn't going anywhere. In fact, what's happening this Saturday at Martinsville is a masterclass in NASCAR strategy that almost nobody saw coming. If you want to know why Ross is jumping into a third different team in 4 weeks and who the short track master is that's taking his seat at JRM, stay right here. We're breaking down the most genius lineup shuffle of 2026. Before we dive in, quickly, if you live for the technical side of NASCAR and the high-stakes news of the garage, hit that subscribe button. Let's get into the data. Let's look at the facts. Ross Chastain is easily the busiest man in the garage right now. We've seen him in the number 32 for Jordan Anderson at Echo Park in COTA. Then the big news dropped. He moved to the powerhouse Junior Motorsports number 9 at Darlington. But Darlington was, well, it was typical Ross. He nearly stole a win in the Truck Series on Friday, finishing second to Corey Heim in a thriller. Then, on Saturday, he jumped into the JRM Chevy. It wasn't perfect, a spin on pit road and a 14th place finish, but it proved one thing: Ross can drive anything. So why the sudden change for Martinsville? Why is JRM putting someone else in the car when Ross is clearly available and hungry for that grandfather clock trophy? Here is the part the clickbait guys aren't telling you. This was always the plan. Junior Motorsports didn't bench Ross. They executed a pre-planned tactical strike. Enter Lee Pulliam. For those who don't follow the regional routes, Pulliam isn't just a replacement. He is a 4-time NASCAR Weekly Series national champion. He is a 2-time winner of the Valley Star Credit Union 300, the biggest late-model race at Martinsville. JRM described him as an acknowledged master of this specific oval. When Dale Jr. and the JRM staff built the schedule for the number 9 car in 2026, they didn't just want stars. They wanted specialists. While Ross Chastain is a weapon everywhere, Lee Pulliam at Martinsville is a surgical strike. Pulliam himself said getting this call-up gave him goosebumps, and honestly, after a long hiatus from the driver's seat, this is one of the best earned opportunities we've seen in the O'Reilly Auto Parts series. There's also a bigger reason we're seeing this musical chairs with Cup stars. Thanks to the 2026 rule changes, Cup veterans with more than 3 years' experience can now run 10 races in the O'Reilly series, up from the old limit of 5. This change has transformed the series. Instead of Cup guys just showing up for fun, they are now integral parts of multi-driver programs. JRM is using this to its advantage by cycling through Ross, Shane Van Gisbergen, and local legends like Pulliam. It keeps the number 9 car in the owner's points hunt while testing different driving styles. But here is why you shouldn't count Ross out of your Saturday fantasy lineup. Even though Pulliam is in the number 9, Ross Chastain is entered in the number 91 for DGM racing. Think about that. Ross is so addicted to track time that he's jumping from a top-tier JRM ride into a DGM car just to stay on track. This tells us 2 things. Ross is desperate for that Martinsville win, and he's using these lower series starts to gather data for the Cup race on Sunday. So, at Martinsville, we're going to have a fascinating side-by-side experiment. We'll see the local specialist, Pulliam, in the A-plus equipment and the Cup superstar, Ross Chastain, in the underdog equipment. Who finishes higher? That's the real story of the weekend. At the end of the day, this isn't a demotion for Ross, it's a promotion for the sport. We get a local hero getting his big break, and a Cup star proving he'll drive anything with 4 wheels and a motor. Junior Motorsports followed the plan, Ross followed the grind, and we, the fans, get the best racing possible. But I want to hear from you. Is JRM making a mistake by taking Ross out of the number 9 for a short track specialist, or do you think Lee Pulliam is going to shock the world and take that Chevy to victory lane? Drop your predictions in the comments. I'll be replying to the best ones. Don't forget to like this video if you want more deep dive NASCAR analysis, and hit that subscribe button. And I'll see you at the checkered flag. Peace.